Where did you buy that? This question may have a new answer as the consumer of tomorrow, you, are not interested in buying anything anymore. Jedediah Collins here with the Money Vehicle Movement podcast, where we're trying to make financial literacy more current and perhaps even a little cooler. Do you really want to pay $900 for the new iPhone? Or would you feel more comfortable just renting one for $25 a month? A trend continues to pour over young professionals where they choose to rent instead of buy. No, I'm not just talking about homes or cars, but literally everything, down to the clothes you wear, the bed you sleep in, and even that tool you want to use for the DIY project you're going to do this weekend. A recent study out of Credit Karma has stated that more than 25%, one in four of Americans, are renting cars, clothes, electronics, and even some unusual things. One of the more unusual rentals today being reported is for a casket. A funeral home will rent out a casket for a service fee and then change the deceased into another container for cremation. The agreements can be a 2 year rented iPhone, a month long use of a sweater, or a weekend for that power drill you need to put together the bench. In 2009, Rent the Runway, a startup, launched a clothing rental company where you can rent high end gowns or evening wear, and now they have over 100,000 monthly subscribers. What was frowned upon about renting a new fancy dress is now being seen as economical. Why is there a shift from the you get more bang from your buck when you buy mindset? Well, first off, that word continues to bounce around everything: inflation. Warren Buffett said inflation is worse than any tax because it impacts everything around you. And with prices rising, there is some cost you can save by renting camping equipment or maternity clothes you will only use a limited time or a few times a year. The second advantage to renting over buying is, well, people say flexibility. Whether it is the lack of storage they have in a spare room or a garage, I mean, think of all the clutter from the things you only use once a year, or the idea that moving becomes a lot less stressful when people see renting as a lifestyle, as a freeing experience. If I'm renting everything and I need to pick up a move across the country for a new job, a loved one, or that pursuit of maybe happiness and whatever, I don't have to pack up as many things if my big items are rented. The last advantage around renting is staying current. If you don't own the item, when a new one comes out, you simply return your rental and you upgrade. You want to get into photography but also interested in the newest style of camera coming out next year? Have them both. A camera for a few months to get you started, and then upon the new release, you simply exchange it for the new, cooler version. Now, buying does have its benefits, and the counter argument is that you are paying for something you will never own when you are renting. Many boast the adage, never buy anything that will lose value in 5 years or less. Well, this debate will always continue, person by person, piece by piece, as young generations battle with the rising costs of inflation and the rising interests of the new technology and the new item coming out. We will continue to go back and forth on the advantages and disadvantages of renting over buying. Show people you speak money by controlling your expenses, regardless if you rent or you own. Keep driving your money vehicle, and we will see you at the next stop.